Imposter syndrome, I think, is something that we all deal with, but it's just this mindset of, I don't think anyone feels qualified for what they're doing, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. And I've tried to take on a very stern mindset of, maybe I don't know how to do it, but I trust myself to figure it out. That's been a huge eye-opener for me, because now I approach opportunities with, I'm not ready for it, but I know I can become ready for it. I switched schools after my freshman year in high school to a school that offered concurrent enrollment, and that was almost the sole reason I switched over. I took as many concurrent enrollment classes as I could. I took ones that I honestly don't even know. I took like intro to drafting. I have no interest in drafting, but I was like, it has concurrent enrollment in it, so maybe will help me later. And so I just took a bunch of them, and it helped me out. I knocked off like a little over a semester, so when I started like full-time at UVU, it was like, oh, I've already got a lot of this done. I had English done, I had math done, which was hallelujah. I hate math, so it was like, great, I'll never have to take another math class again. It helped me jump into college, and then I started off with steps taken already towards the degree that I thought I wanted at the time, and like, of course, it switches. Declared my major as graphic design, because that's what I thought I wanted at the time. And I like started in that program, and I was like, this is fun. It doesn't quite fit. I took one class in graphic design that was Web Essentials, and I was like, this is the coolest class ever. Like, I love this class. And so I met with my advisor, and she was like, hey, we have this other program. You said you really like this web class. We have a whole separate program. Job out looks really good. You'll probably make more money, and it's all web focused. And I was like, perfect, fantastic, sign me up. I didn't even know what it was, and it was this interaction design program, which is what I'm in now. And she totally just took the initiative of like, you've said you like these things. Let me put you in a place where you can do more of it. And it was the best decision I've ever made. I am now a UX designer, and it is the perfect mesh of everything that I love. I love the creativity of art, but art has never been something that's scalable for me. I cannot mass produce art in a way that a career would require, but I can definitely mass produce design. And so UX allows me to keep that creative muscle. I can still be creative in my outputs, I can be creative in my process, I can still flex those creativity muscles, but I have this more technical structure and foundation that allows me to better gauge where I'm at in my execution. And so when I talk to like users or people who use products, I can have a creative solution, but I have a foundation of this person is having this problem, and I can solve it however I want. And so I get to put like care towards people, and then mix that with creativity and design and visuals and like digital mediums, and I mesh all that together, and that's my job. And so it's just the funnest thing, and I get to go to work, and I'm so excited to do it, and I just get to accomplish something I love every day, and I get to make people's lives a little bit easier in the process. From joining the UX program, they had a club. At the time it was called Product Team, and I was able to join the leadership of that club. And what we did at the time is like we would try and sponsor events, give students more real world and industry experiences. I had the opportunity alongside one of my close friends to become co-presidents of that club. So we now call it Prod UX, and it kind of feels a little bit like I can give back to students because I've had such an amazing experience in the program. So we host design competitions, we pull in local companies, they offer money, and so we've been able to give like $500 cash prizes for winners that participate in these competitions. We do portfolio competitions, mock interview nights, like we get to do all these activities that give students the opportunity to meet with industry professionals while they're still in college. And it's panned out for a lot of people where they've been able to take these connections that they've made through our club events, and even that I've made through club events, and reach out to them later, and then they can get internships and jobs, and it helps give them a boost in the industry, which has been really powerful. So I've worked with Emily Hedrick as a TA. She is one of those people where you meet her and you're like, you're cool. You're just a cool person. My interactions with her have been largely, hey, I have an idea, or I want to be involved in something, and she'll just like snap her fingers and make it happen. I went to Emily one day and I was like, I want to do a really cool capstone. I have never left the country. I want to leave the country. And she's like, we're going to Greece. Do you want to come? Yes, I do. I absolutely do want to come. And so we were able to go to Greece for 2 weeks and work on a project for my capstone. We ended up going to like 3 or 4 separate villages. I got my drone license, I learned to fly because that was the role that I chose to take on, and that was something that Emily was like, hey, do you want to do this? And I was like, I have never touched a drone, I would love to. And so I got to fly and I got to do photogrammetry is what it's called. And so we created a bunch of like 3D meshes of entire villages that you can interact with and that the architecture students there can use as a tool for architectural preservation, and they can use these meshes up to like 3 centimeters accuracy. We got to meet the Ministry of Culture while we were there. We got to meet some of like these amazing professors who've spearheaded research on preservation and culture. We got to have conversations with them. We got to do interviews. We got to see sites that I would never have gotten to see otherwise. And it was just an amazing experience. And now I get to carry over that work into this last semester, and we're creating a digital website where we can contain all of the assets that we've created and create a tool for architecture students here at UVU and in Athens to use as tools to continue preservation work. Anyone in the UX program, they hear the name AwardCo from the second they get in the program. AwardCo is an HR software company. They handle like employee engagement and rewards. AwardCo has like a super active outreach program, so they're able to interact with students in a lot of capacities. They participate and host different UX community events, and so you start to hear this name. My sophomore year, I was like, I want to work there one day. And through my presidency and Prod UX, I was able to attend a leadership update. So the program, once a year, they pull in a bunch of industry professionals and we have a meeting to talk about the future of UX. And I was able to attend that meeting. So was the VP of AwardCo. And so I was able to talk with him a little bit more there and network with him a little bit through that opportunity. And so fast forward to last summer, one of my professors, he reached out to me and he said, hey, AwardCo's hiring an intern. And he sent me the LinkedIn post saying that they were hiring probably like 5 minutes after it was posted, because I think he knew that I wanted to work there. And so I applied and it worked out. So I was able to intern there all summer, and then I just got hired full time. So now I am a senior. I'm not yet graduated, but I have what I consider to be my dream job that I've been working towards for my time in UX, and I get to graduate with the comfort and stability of knowing that I already have a full-time position. UVU is a place for opportunity. Every college will say, we offer real-world experience, and maybe they do, but no one does it like UVU. I have never seen a program like the one that I am in, where I have had opportunities to fly out of the country. I've had the opportunity to travel in the country. I've had the opportunity to volunteer at conferences and events free of charge. I've been able to interact with local companies. I've been able to work for local companies through UVU. I've been given internships, and no other place is doing it like that. I can't imagine going to another school, knowing what I know, and having had the same experience that I've had here and being given the same opportunities that I've been given here.